Welcome back to Highly Serious, the professional news gathering service. I'm your host, Craig Anthony Marshall. Today we're going to be discussing Avengers Infinity War. This is the non-spoiler review. Avengers Infinity War is based on the 1991 six-issue limited series comic book by Marvel called The Infinity Gauntlet, written by Jim Starlin and penciled by George Perez. The story centers around Thanos' quest to gather all the Infinity Stones so he can wipe out half the universe. There's some differences between the comic book and the film, but the film does a good job of capturing the overall essence of the comic book. This movie takes place right after the events of Thor Ragnarok. What I love about this film is that it does a good job of putting you right into the action. Right from the start, they give you like a really dope power check on how powerful Thanos is. It's crazy. I'm going to be talking in very general terms in this review. I'm not going to talk about anything specific, but this movie does a great job of establishing exactly who Thanos is and what he's all about, all within the first 5 minutes of the film. He is not messing around. He is taking no prisoners. I think this movie does a great job of raising the threat level towards the heroes. Like in this movie, you feel like any one of your favorite characters could bite the dust at any second, and that's what makes this movie so great. It's definitely the darkest Marvel movie to date. The easiest comparison would be to The Empire Strikes Back or to last year's Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. Thanos is like this straight up cold-blooded killer, but at the same time, he has this incredibly deep backstory that's kind of meaningful, where you feel like it's not for selfish reasons. Josh Brolin's acting in tandem with the CGI is legit. Probably the best I've seen since Andy Serkis as Caesar in the Planet of the Apes films. I would say Thanos is actually at the forefront of all Marvel villains now. I would say it's number 1 Thanos, number 2 Killmonger, number 3 Loki, then number 4 Hela. That's the new Marvel villain power rankings. Actually, Marvel's on a bit of a streak. That's 3 movies in a row where the villains have gotten progressively better. Marvel is stepping up their game. That's the thing, it was very important to get him right, and they did. They totally nailed the essence of the character. He's a lot more relatable in the film also. They updated his backstory a little bit, and it makes his motivation a lot more understandable. On the hero side, there's some great scenes with combinations of characters you haven't seen yet, like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man teaming up with Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, or Chris Hemsworth as Thor rolling with Bradley Cooper as Rocket. You always feel like Joe and Anthony Russo are giving you something new and different. Zoe Saldana as Gamora is given a lot of heavy lifting in this film, and she excels. She's so good in this movie. This movie isn't perfect. I think the comedy could have been dialed down a bit, and the Children of Thanos characters were a little bit underwhelming, but neither take away from the greatness of this film. That's just a nitpick. I really don't want to say too much. I think the less you know going into this movie, the better, assuming you've seen all the previous films. It has a great story with excellent direction by Joe and Anthony Russo. All in all, Avengers Infinity War is a very solid film, and I highly seriously recommend it. If I had to put a number on it, I'd give it a 9.2. I recently did a top 15 live-action superhero films list, so you're wondering, how does this movie stack up against those? I would say it's probably tied for my 5th spot. I don't know what I would move around, I have to see it again, but it's a very solid film. What do you guys think? Do you highly agree or do you seriously disagree? Let a brother know in the comments below. Until next time, I've been your host, Craig Anthony Marshall. Have a great day and rock on.